Hello everybody, I'm Nightcat. Welcome back to Feed the Beast. And today, we're going to be messing around with applied energistics, because I realized this whole thing over here, all these chests, this is stupid when we have access to applied energistics, and I don't know why I haven't been using it until now, but it makes a lot more sense than that. Over here, I have switched from using oak to using jungle wood. This was suggested in the comments, and it's actually a good idea. I don't know why I didn't think of it. Because you end up with the 4-block trees, and it produces a ton of wood. Right now it's just populating itself with the saplings. And then over here I've set up a little wheat farm. Down here's the planter. That have the energies all coming from that tesseract. There's another item tesseract up over there that just takes everything over to the quarry chests. All the wheat, all the seeds come down here. They fill into that, and then they get voided if it ever gets full. But, yeah, today so we're going to be playing around with applied energistics. And we're going to take this, and we're going to move it over here, so we're just kind of out of range of that thing. So for applied energistics, the first thing we need is one of these things, this ME controller. For that we need iron, we also need this ME advanced processor. We need to smelt this thing, and for that we need a quartz cutting knife, we need a diamond, some redstone, and some silicon. And silicon is nether quartz dust, or that Certus quartz dust, cooked in a furnace. We're probably going to need at least a couple of those. So we're going to make up 4 of those silicon. And we're actually also going to need a little bit of nether quartz dust, so we may as well put that in there too. Can it go in there? No, not powered furnace. In here? Yes. There we go. Okay, so first thing we need is that quartz cutting knife, which is, and I'm assuming this is one of those things that has multiple uses, so we probably only need one. And that's 1 iron, and then 2 quartz crystals or nether quartz. Quartz crystals seem to be easier to get, so we're going to use those. And we'll just make some sticks. There we go. So this is, what, 1 iron, and then 2 of these things. That gives us the knife, and then we need that, and a diamond, and redstone, and what was it? Nether quartz? No. Oh, the silicon. There we go. So that's the advanced, and I just want to take a look over here. We're going to need it for other things too. We need the ME drive as well. That's going to need the basic ones, and the basic ones need same thing with gold. We're also going to need an access terminal, and that needs a conversion matrix thing. But it doesn't need a diamond. And what was the other one I wanted? The ME interface. And that's just that. Okay. So this is the only one of these we need, and it is, yeah, nice. But we're going to need at least 3 of these. More, actually. I think how many do we need? We need 2 for this. We need 1 for the terminal and 1 for the interface. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4 is what we need. So we actually need 1 more silicon. Oh, there we go. We'll get that made up. And there we go. And what was it? Gold. And silicon gives us the basic... Okay, there we go. We got the basic processor assembly. We have an advanced processor assembly. Let's make the ME controller first. So that would need these fluix crystals, and for that we need the quartz, both kinds of quartz and a redstone. So we need 4 of these things. So we'll do that, and then 4 of those, and 4 redstone. Gives us 4 of the crystals, and then it's just... Oh, and these need to be cooked. So let's cook those too. Bam. Okay. So we can make the ME controller. That's that there. Then we put iron in the corners. And then the crystals gives us an ME controller. Let's grab these basic processor units now. And we need the drive, the ME drive. And that we need a chest. And 2 glass and then 2 of the processor things. So chest in the middle, 2 of the processors, 2 glass on the sides, and then iron all around. Gives us the drive. The access terminal, we need an ME cable, and that's Fluix dust, which is Certus and quartz dust plus redstone. So we made the dust, we have the Certus dust, we have the redstone. Gives us Fluix dust, and it's that with glass. Gives us ME cable. And we also need this conversion matrix, which is... Okay, we need more Fluix dust, so we're going to need... Pop this guy through the pulverizer at least once more. There we go. So, Fluix dust. Done. Okay. So for the conversion matrix, let's make that. That's Fluix dust right there. That's, what was this? The basic. And then nether quartz there. The Certus quartz, there. And then iron. Okay, we actually need 2 of these. There we go. So 2 conversion matrices. Then it's a conversion matrix, 1 of these ME cables, and then 2 iron on top and the bottom, and 3 glass gives us an access terminal. And the last thing we need is the interface. So that is the conversion matrix, a cable, 3 glass, and 4 iron gives us the interface. Okay, now we can set this up with some power. The easiest place to put it is probably just right next to this thing. This thing's outputting power. And we can always move this later. So we're going to put, I guess, the controller right there. And that should start powering up. There we go. Bam. And it says up here it needs energy. 6 units per tick. This uses a slightly different energy. The conversion rate is 1... 5 units is 1 MJ. 5 of these applied energistics units is 1 MJ. If you're using EU, I think you get 2 units per EU. Something like that. I don't know what this does. Presumably, oh, that's a wireless thing. You can connect it to kind of a wireless receiver. But we don't really need that just yet. What we need is the drive. And as long as these things are physically touching, it'll power them all. Otherwise, you have to kind of connect them. So we'll put the drive there, we'll put the interface there, and we'll put the terminal right there. And this gives us access. So all of our inventory will be in there. Oh. In here, we have to make some drives, put them in the drive bays. We have 3 things attached, 10 units. It's using up 2 MJ per tick, which is not really a problem. Oh yeah, I didn't mention I made a second one of these. So we got 2 of these pumping out now. I need to start making some steel too, so we can upgrade to high pressure. That would be nice to have. And possibly, I mean, since we're going to be getting a fair bit of leaves. That's one of the downsides of using the jungle trees, by the way, is that we don't get quite as many leaves as we did with the oak. So if I go to either ethanol or straight to biofuel, we're going to switch back to oak because you just get a ton more leaves. Anyway, so now this thing is picking stuff up, but we need drives in here to actually store it. And I would like to start straight off with... here, you have different types. You have the 1K, you have, where is it here? 4K, 16, or 64. And each of them can hold 63 different types of items, but a seriously different number Oh, what happened? Alright. I right-clicked on it there and it kind of froze up. 63 types of items, or you see it says bytes used, and each item takes up a certain number of bytes. I think it's 30 per type, and then 1 byte for every 3 items or something like that. So I'm not sure if it's better to start with 16 or 4. I mean, it depends on how much stuff you want to hold in there, I guess. I mean, ideally, I guess you would go with the 64, but that's kind of a pain to make. And then you only get 16 types of items, or 63 types of items. And I mean, if we wanted to store cobblestone, which we're probably not going to do, I guess we'd go with 64. At least we're not going to yet. Let's get 4 of the 16 in there if we can. What do we need for that? We need this storage block. And to make the storage block, we need an advanced processor and then 3 storage segments. And for those, we need a basic processor and 3 storage cells. And that is a basic processor in this thing. Okay. What if I wanted to make the 64? Then we'd need 3 of those, I guess. Okay. So let's make up some of these basic processors, and we're going to need a bunch of them anyway. Actually, let's try to map this out. So we have 1, and then we need 3, and then we need 3 each of these, so we need 9 of these. And then 9 times 4, so we need 36 crystals to make 9 of these things. So we need 9 basic processors at least. Okay, let's make 9 basic processors. Gold. That guy. What was on the bottom? I need to look at that again. Silicon, right. So we need 9 silicon for now. Pick that stuff back up. Oh. Okay, now that's cooking. So then we need... So to make the 16, we need 1 of these. For that, we need 3 of these. And for each of these, we need another basic processor. So we need actually 12 silicon? So put 2 more in that one. Another one over here. That'll give us 6 in each, and that should be enough for the basic processors. So let's do that, and that was gold, redstone, the cutting knife, and the silicon gives us 12 basic processors. Now we need to cook those. There we go. And what else do we need while those are cooking up? We need the advanced one. We need 1 advanced. And that appears to be it. Okay, so 1 advanced, which is 1 more silicon. There we go. We got the basic ones. And the advanced was with a diamond instead of gold. And the silicon and the cutting knife, yes. Let's just take a look at that again. Alright. I think that's everything we actually have to make, and now it's just assembling the things. So we have to start with... Whoop. There we go. We have to start with this thing, and we need 9 of these. And we need more redstone. But we have a lot from the quarries, thankfully, or the quarry. So it's what? 1, 2, 3, 4. And then in the middle, It's that thing, and then around the outside, it's redstone. Yes, okay. So we just dump this in here. It'll be limited by the number of basic processes we put in there. We got 9. Excellent. And that was that. So now we need... this one. So it's a basic processor, gold, and then redstone. Like that. And then gold, and then redstone? What did I mess up there? What goes in the middle? Glass. Wait. This is the one we're making. Glass in the middle. There we go. We got 3 of them. And we need some glowstone, which we should have. I know I went and had to get some for something else. There's 3. Where did I put it? This is all going to end once we get this system up and running, though. We can just pop everything in there. That's sulfur. Glowstone, there we go. I am so looking forward to this. Having everything in one easily accessible location is going to be amazing. Okay, so now we need glass in the middle. We need these storage segments around the outside. We need the advanced one in the top, and then redstone all around. Okay, glowstone. That's why we went and got it. There we go. Gives us a storage block. And now it's just this thing that needs to be built. Storage block, 2 glass, 3 redstone, and 3 iron. Bam! 16K storage unit. Where's our hard drives? There we go. We can pop this sucker in there. Shows up on the outside, really kind of neat there. Look over here, there's nothing in there, but we can start storing stuff in here now. Let's turn this thing to point to the point over this way. And we're going to take that out. How did it get under the tree? There we go. We're still going to put the diamond transport pipe there, and we're still going to have it dump. Well, I guess there isn't any in there. Cobblestone, dirt, and gravel, because I don't really care about those things. They're not hard to get. If I ever need them when we're quarrying, I can always just make it give me some. So we need a cobblestone, we need a dirt, and we need a gravel. I was going to junk gravel. There we go. Everything else we'll hold on to. I was playing around with Mistcraft a little bit. In a creative world. How are we going to do this? We're going to put that right there, so that's what? White. So cobble, dirt, and gravel can go white. That'll get voided. Everything else is going to go to the interface. It'll end up over here. Here comes some wheat, for example. It goes into the side of this thing. We look in here. Bam! We got 1 wheat. That is so awesome. So everything's going to build up in here. I can transfer everything over here, or most of everything. I guess we're limited to 63 items currently. It's now using 1 additional unit of MJ. Or not MJ, 1 additional unit of AE power. So I don't know, 0.2 MJ. It doesn't use a lot of power. I mean, if we're generating power constantly anyway, it's not really that big of a deal. What else can we put in there? We can put sand. So we just hit that thing, dump some sand in there. And it stores it in 1 little spot, so we got 512 sand. And you can take it out in a stack when you grab it, or half a stack if you grab it with the right mouse button. Very neat. Very cool. We can dump all this stuff in there. What else? Put the ME cable. We're going to reach the 63 item cap quickly, though. We got 13 of 63 types in there now. And we're already up to over 1/10 of its space. So we're going to have to make additional units of these. Which I'll probably do off camera. And I might even get the quarry going again. just to take care of that a little bit for me. Get some more of the quartz. But yeah, so that's what we're doing right now. I'm going to take a little break here, see how we're doing on the time, and I will be right back. Hey, and we're back. Okay. I have been busy. I have been unbelievably busy. I don't... Oh, this actually is done. Huh. How many diamonds do we have now? 74. I actually mined out a whole new quarry area in between when I cut the video and now. I've made a couple more disk drives in here. What else have I done? We got some more cows. That thing is going great. It's pumping out the wheat, which we're not actually using, and I'm not even sure I'm going to use now. In one of the comments of the video, somebody mentioned that we could use... What is it here? I think it's this thing, this force wrench. We can actually pick up spawners. So that's something we're going to look into maybe next episode. If that's the case, then we can just set up a system for farming mob essence from spawners. This is the most interesting thing, though. As you can see, I've tore down the village. We weren't going to be using it anyway. I had all the villagers down there. I've since moved them all up here. So let's go up there. Very slowly. Okay. So we have 10 villagers. We need to make a villager farm, and this is how we're going to do it. We're going to put water in each of these corners. It'll push everybody towards the middle. Now, they can't fall down there because that's a block or block high area. However, the baby villagers can. So we'll have them dump out the bottom there. And we'll make kind of a catch area for them down there, and they can grow up. And we can get as many Mistcraft villagers, ideally, as we as possible. Because that's really what I would like to do. I'd like to move to a Mistcraft area. If we can. So what we need to do now is just kind of finish up this outer ring here, which is where we're going to put all the doors that will cause them to start breeding. The only thing I'm not sure of is that since we are where a village used to be, I don't know if the breeding is going to work. When I was looking it up, it seems to be that in order for the villagers to not count as far as the population goes, they have to be dropped below the center of the village. I don't know if destroying the old village here, taking out all the doors and all that, I don't know if that's going to make the village that was here disappear. And then when we put doors up here, it'll be a new village. So that's one thing I'm just not sure of. If it doesn't count, if it still counts the old village way down there, I guess we're going to have to do this somewhere else. Which would be unfortunate. But I'm going to finish up just putting this ring on. And then I'll be right back and we can see if they actually start breeding. Actually, we should probably put the catchment area on there too, otherwise they're just going to fall to their death. So I'll be right back. Okay, we got the doors up. Let's see if they're going to start breeding. How do we get out of here? There we go. Okay. If they are, they should... Oh yeah, they are. Sweet. Okay. There's 80 doors here. So let's put the water down in the corners. That'll push them all into the middle. Come on. There we go. And maybe we can get one in there. If we can get him to move. Oh crap, now we're in there. Let's put the water down. Okay, now we need to get out. There we go. And we'll get rid of that. Okay, good enough. So they are actually going to start breeding. We can see the little hearts coming off of them. Perfect. Let's try to get some glass in here to jam them down. Keep them from jumping all over the place. Oh. Come on. Ah! Oh, wow. Okay, that was close. I'll put the top on later. Here's what I did down here. So all the kids that come down, they're going to fall through the middle. They're going to drop down here into this. This is one hive. The kids will be able to make it through. there's no glass right there. Like, if we open this up, there's no glass right here just to make sure that they can get in here, then they get forced under. Then they come over here, and there's a 1-block high opening right there. So when the... Oh, here comes one right now. So he'll come along over this way. He'll end up right there. And if he's not falling through the floor, he's basically standing that little space. When he grows into an adult, his head will be in the water and he'll start to swim up. Oh, I need to put the water there or he's just going to bob around like a moron. Okay, there we go, some water. And so then he's going to jump up into the water. He'll end up swimming up to this level. And we put the water right there. And then that'll take him over here. And this will be our adult pen. And then we can do with them as we please. I'm not sure if I'm going to bother keeping the ones that aren't really things I want. Like, I wouldn't mind having the bee... Oh, crap. Don't drown. There we go. Okay. Let's put the cap on that. There we go. Oh, sounds like there's quite a few falling. There's another guy. He's coming over. Like I said, I'm not sure if these are going to count against the village number. I don't think so. I think they have to drop 5 blocks out of the range of the center of the village, which I'm thinking is now up there. It probably was somewhere down here before, but now I'm pretty sure, since we destroyed all the doors and that, the village disappeared, and now it's up there. So we got 3 kids over here. We got what? Looks like a regular villager. That's a bee guy. And I guess a scientist dude. Hopefully, we'll be able to get a fair bit of emeralds out of these guys through selling, I presume, paper and books and that kind of thing to them. One thing we might want to look at making is a trade station. I think we can make that. Is this it? No, that's not it. Trade something? Trading post, that's the one. For that we need a block of emerald, though. I don't have a block of emerald yet. But once we do that, then you can set that up and hit it, and it shows you all of the trades for all of the villagers in range. So that'll be an easy way to deal with those guys. I'll set up a chunk loader over here just to keep these guys all loaded. And hopefully that'll continue to work. I think we're going to end the episode here shortly, though, now that we got the villager breeding system set up, and it appears to be working. But first we're going to go over here. And I have bees. All of these are filled with rocky queens. I made some... what do you call these things? Autarkic gates over on this side. So it's just a wooden pipe with an autarkic gate, and then I alternated between cobblestone and smooth stone ones all the way along so that they don't connect. Then there's the diamond one on top. We're using rocky in each of them, so it's all the rocky drones and rocky princesses go back into the thing. And they only produce 1 of each, apparently. So that's working out fine. It's not overflowing with them or anything. And I just put some random things so that they don't go back that way or that way. All the combs come down over here. They get swapped out at this point. Go down to the black. There's a squeezer down here, or a centrifuge. Takes them apart and everything just goes into the old ME terminal thing. What do you call this? Quantum storage? Something like that? Oh, we do have a lot of emeralds. Oh, we could make that trade station right now. Okay, let's do that. Let's make the trade station and then we'll call it an episode. So what do we need for that? We need wood. We need a jukebox. So we need diamonds and 9 emeralds, and we got the wood. There's the diamonds, or the emeralds. There's our diamond. I didn't throw that, did I? No, okay. So trade station was... Let's make the wood first. Jukebox. I think this is the first time ever that I have crafted a jukebox. And we need block of emerald, jukebox, and there we go, trading post. Let's set that up, I guess. Well, they're all going to be right there. I wonder if those guys will get in range from there. Let's find out. Oh, they do. We could earn... Oh, I'm not paying Certus quartz for emeralds. No way. But that appears to be the only deal currently available. I guess I could try using some of the emeralds to buy a couple of these things and seeing if I can get the... I can make that trade, I guess. See what else he gives. Didn't he used to have a different trade? Actually, we have more villagers than this. This is only... What, 6? 7? We have 10 up there. What if we move it over here? Okay, it's showing different ones at different times. We could get paper. We got that. That's easy enough to make. That appears to be it, though. But we could try just blowing an emerald on a couple of these to see if they'll update their trades, I guess. And it might work better once we get more adults over here. Anyway, so that's how this is going to work. And I think maybe we'll end the episode now. So once again, I'm Nikehead. Thank you for watching. Next episode, I'm probably going to have done some work on the bees. I'll actually start crossbreeding some of them, trying to get some higher level bee things. We want the emerald bees, which is this guy. And for that we need a lapis and a noble. For the noble we need common and cultivated. Those are easy enough to get. If we use soul frames, I think it gives us a higher chance of these. And actually, these noble ones. Let's look at those for a sec. Not bee produce. Dripping comb. And that gives us... what? I think that gives us the things we need to make an alveary. Right? No. I would like an alveary because it just makes breeding so much easier. For that we need these scented panelings. And for that we need royal jelly and pollen. Pollen we can get from Industrious. So we'll have to make that. And the royal jelly we get from Imperial. Okay. How do we get Imperial? Noble and Majestic. Okay, so I guess I'm going to be working towards that. I'm going to work towards getting those guys so we can make an alveary. I will see you next episode then. So once again, I'm Nikehead. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Take care.